what's happening on X until some people show up. The gas will smell minty fresh. I don't know. It's got to be an improvement. Hopefully. Runs with Caesars. Hi, Max. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Runs with Caesars. Okay, let me get to this. I like the Snyder cut. And, people really get annoyed with Snyder fans. So this is the first one. Hopefully Perp will be here for the next one. But I got to react to this. I started to watch it. Oh, my God. I don't know. Tell me what you think of this here.
Next up, RL writes, hey, John, Superman is my most anticipated film for DC in years, and I have a question. We know the Snyder fandom have not been kind to the film, even though they haven't seen it yet, and DC Studios. Do you think they have every right to stay bitter on WB due to what happened to Zack Snyder? Nothing happened to Zack Snyder. Nobody happened.
Oh, my God. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to explain why he's wrong on there. He's just completely wrong. That's completely inaccurate that nothing happened to him. The way he left WB was not cool. It was not cool. So you're absolutely, completely wrong there, John. Completely wrong that nothing happened. Now, if you want to differentiate if people that don't even know Zack personally should be upset by it still, that's a different story. That's a different story. Because when you talk about the Snyder Cut, okay, it's like having Star Wars: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then the end of Empire Strikes Back and never getting Return of the Jedi. Because you got Darkseid there at the end of the Snyder Cut, and we're never going to get that conclusion. So you have every right to be upset about that. And my biggest pet peeve with the industry is they don't finish stories. Like, I would like some kind of conclusion. All right. But him saying that nothing happened to him is absolutely false. I'm just saying, to me, it's not, maybe the Snyder cut isn't to you, but to a lot of people that like Zack's, vision of the Justice League and having Darkseid appear there. It's like getting this epic movie and you don't get the final part. They announced that they were going to do Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, and then you get an epic movie. To me, it's an epic movie. It's like never getting the Snyder Cut. I'm saying, to me, Anthony, to me and to people that like it, I like BVS and the Snyder Cut. I would put it up there. It's not as perfect as New Hope and Empire. The dialogue is not as snappy, but other than that, it's very close for me. Very close for me, where it could have been like the greatest trilogy of all time. I know what you're going to say, Man of Steel, BVS. Okay, well then quadrilogy, okay? I want the quadrilogy. I'm just saying as an example. It's like, oh man. I'm not reaching. I'm saying, to me. I'm not telling you to believe that. To me. All right, so I have real issues with this here.
He has a right to be mad about anything. It has nothing to fucking do with you. Get over it. Nothing, like, literally, Zack Snyder. And listen, I say this as a massive Zack Snyder defender because, forget Rebel Moon. Okay.
Okay. Forget it.
Take Rebel Moon out of it. And all of his filmography, there's only one movie Zack Snyder's made that I didn't really like, and that was Sucker Punch. I've liked or loved every single other of his movies.
I agree with that.
Particularly, of course, Man of Steel. But he's just a director. It's not his movies.
All right.
Never is. It's the studio's movies. He was hired just like any director, just like Peyton Reed was hired to come in and make Ant-Man. Ant-Man doesn't suddenly belong to Peyton Reed. He came in, and look, the reality is, as it doesn't matter how much.
It's very different. It's very different from the way he was pushed out. Very different from the way he was pushed out. Was completely uncool, you know. I'm reaching. Why am I saying John Campea? Sam DeJean reviews. You're going to compare BVS to New Hope? For me, No Hope is still better than BVS, okay? It's still better than BVS, but it ranks up there pretty close, okay? I'm saying the dialogue and the chemistry between the characters in New Hope is stronger. You know, you don't have someone like Harrison or Carrie Fisher with that snappy and that quality. But for me, you know, and I still enjoyed Sucker Punch. Oh, that's a weird smell, Callie. It's like dog breath, but biscuit, but fresh, but okay, whatever. All right. Let's see what else he has to say.
Much I loved Man of Steel or Batman versus Superman or whatever. The reality is a whole hell of a lot of the audience did not.
Yep. Not a lot. Reality. Not everyone.
Now, if you want to be butthurt and act like
I do want to be butthurt.
Like, yeah, I get disappointed too when things I like gets canceled, but oh well, then you move on.
No,
you want to get butthurt as if this was some kind of personal affront. I don't know. To me, it's absolutely pathetic.
I don't think it's pathetic at all. I really don't. I think we should ask for creative vision and art. It's hard when you work with IP and companies and corporate structure, but I don't go with this. Some of the coolest stuff of all time is director's cuts and things that weren't that didn't get, you know, the industry is so cool to me, even stuff that didn't get released, unreleased cuts, director's cuts, movies that almost happened, like that movie about Romero working on Evil Dead. Okay. The movie about Tim Burton, Superman Lives. You know, all this stuff is great. The Donner cut, the Blade Runner, Ridley Scott's cut, a lot of Ridley Scott's cuts, you know, all very, very interesting to me. CJH, can you believe this BS, CJH?
What? John Campea?
Yeah, John Campea. He's telling people to move on, and he didn't hurt you. And you have nothing to complain about. And they did nothing. Warner Bros. Did nothing to Zack Snyder. That's where he's wrong. They did some BS. Yes.
I agree with them.
You agree with them. CGH will no longer appear on MME. From now on, I want an echo chamber. Oh, echo chamber only. Come back when you agree with me. No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing, CGH?
I am getting more views.
Great. I'm getting less views. I slept in last night. I told Voltaire to reach out to you. I was like, I'm going to reach out to him, and I slept all night. I didn't do anything I was supposed to do.
One of my Dexter videos hit 800 views already.
That's great.
And then the rest continued to grow. So
yeah. I can't hear your audio is very good.
Because I'm on the phone instead.
Hey, Perp.
So I'm too late.
Hey, Max.
To get to the
you
studio.
look great, man.
Not as great as you, Max.
No, yes, yeah.
Max.
I think your sub growth is going to rise.
Max.
With you on screen.
Max, you look really good.
All right. Well, I
was only motivated by you.
Okay, I've got to work on it. I do want to visit you. I actually want to visit. I want to drive that. When I drive down, I'm going to probably stop a couple days to visit Sean O'Rourke, and then go visit you later.
Hell yeah.
So I just don't have any money to do it right now. So I have to figure out when I could do it. You could give the link to Senior Nerd. I'm actually on Blue Sky.
I can't because he's on Blue Sky and I'm not. So I can't.
All right. God damn it. I got to open this Blue Sky.
I did once. I started an account once so I could but then he rejected it. So I'm never.
I'm not even talking about X because I get shamed every time I say I still have a X. Senior Nerd, I opened Blue Sky. Send me a DM, please.
Don't censor yourself, Max. If you're on X, you're on X.
Where are you?
Where are you, Mac?
See,
Where are you?
all right, I'm on Blue Sky. How do I send a DM in Blue Sky? You know what? I'm just gonna put it out in Blue Sky because no one's over there.
Yeah, no one's over there.
No trolls are gonna be over there. Silent Hill 4, is that expensive?
I don't know. Brucifer, look it up. How much is this worth?
How do
Silent
I
Hill
send it?
Pete.
Oh, here's a DM. Okay, I found out. Why is he like? Listen, I don't like Elon, but as long as companies and stuff, I'm not leaving. You know, I'm sorry. If I think YouTube should, you know how X.
Shout out to this.
You know how X, the multiverse, is he back?
No, he's not back on YouTube, but he's back.
Okay.
On Instagram. So
That was I really loved the Martin Scorsese. You know. Okay, so this is the first, just for context, our thoughts go out to the Campeas. Unfortunately, he lost his mother this week in Canada. So I really do feel for John. But he is back on YouTube and pissing me off with his hot takes.
Come on.
No, he is. His hot takes right now are really making me angry.
What we're doing is we're kicking John while he's
No, I'm not kicking him. I just disagree. He's wrong on this part.
Wow, Max.
I'm not going to join Rumble. Rumble sucks. Hey, Senior Nerd.
I'm back, baby.
Shout out to Campea for, losing his mother. That is that's a tough thing, and
that's really wrong.
This feels very.
And I do respect him. But he's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong on this.
Okay, so what he's saying that got you mad, Max?
Well,
pissed off too.
Well, first off, he said nothing happened to Zack Snyder, which is complete BS.
Okay,
what do you mean?
I'm not going through the whole history of what happened to Zack when he was kicked out of Warner Brothers.
He doesn't think he was fired. He doesn't think Zack was fired. Okay.
Or shenanigans. There was definitely shenanigans.
Okay.
There was definitely shenanigans.
Do you think Zack was fired? Max, like fired?
They made it. They told
for Justice League, obviously.
No,
right?
they told his crew, like the people on the set, that I'm getting this secondhand from like the Ray Fisher
guy that you know,
no, from actors on the set. So I mean, if you good God, CJ, you're already interrupted me. From actors around this time when the Snyder Cut was released, okay, a few of them. It wasn't just Ray Fisher, someone else too. Maybe it was Gal Gadot. Okay, so that they said
the guy who did the capture for Darkseid, that guy.
That may be him too. I don't know. I think at least Ray Fisher, Gal Gadot. Okay, so during the time of the Snyder Cut release, I don't want to go through the whole story. This is just one instance. When they got rid of him, they acted and they told the crew like Zack handpicked Joss to finish this out because he's dealing with family stuff, and they never did that. And then on the set, and then they refilmed the movie. That's really I don't like that at all.
They said Zack handpicked John. That'd be funny. I don't see that happening.
No, so he worked closely with Joss.
He's probably I think Zack is the type of guy that would give it to like his stunt unit director or something, or a second unit guy.
He did not give it to Joss.
He's a loyal guy.
And then they did that, and they filmed the whole thing. They found out after the fact, after they were done filming, that no, that was not the case.
Yeah.
And then all the shenanigans on there, and publicly they said he's stepping away to take care of it, but they didn't give him the opportunity to wait. They would not move the release date for him to grieve.
No, because
so when something like that happens, like there was another situation where someone lost someone and they waited. They're like, okay, we're going to halt production. They would not do that. They would not give it that type of option for this. Okay. So that's not nothing. That is not nothing. Whether you like it or not, that's something. And then he also said, and to me, I know this is not ranking with everyone up there, but not getting the conclusion after the Snyder Cut when you have the Justice League assembled and you have Darkseid is the equivalent to me, and I'm not
His
saying
conclusion
this.
was horrible. Though.
Okay, just CGH. It's the equivalent to me is like New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back being released, and then you never get in Return of the Jedi. They just cut off the story. They just cut off. They just
I like
cut
being
off
on camera now because I could do this.
Yes. So that's where I disagree with him. And then he made another clip about Batgirl, which really, really made me angry. Really, even more so than that.
Oh, no wonder you sent me the link, you bastard.
No.
For the first time, I didn't have to ask for a link, and now I know why.
No, because I wanted to react it to you. Because that made me more angry than this. Because I can't stand. That's the other thing that drove me nuts is how the whole industry acted like the Snyder Cut sucked, and that's why he was moved on. The industry says that when they get someone else on. Like I still don't think Lord and Miller's cut of Solo was bad. What? Because industry people said it, or because Access Media said it was bad? F you. Yeah, Lord and Miller have done amazing work.
I don't even think Access Media believed that it was bad.
Yes, they did in unison.
No, they reported what they were told,
yes,
but I don't think they believed it. Because everyone loved Lord and Miller. Like Lord and Miller was hitting everything out of the park, and now Solo, they're going to believe it's bad.
Right.
No, I don't think. I think media just reported. Like you, as the media, if you're the media, right, and you're asking Kathleen Kennedy, "Hey, what happened?" and they're like that, you have to report it, like even if you don't believe it, right?
Yeah, and Gareth Edwards too for Rogue One. I don't believe it was bad.
Well, he was okay with that. He was like,
I think it was darker, even darker than they were going to go. And
the trailer showed like it was going to be like kind of like
yeah.
Hey Donovan, do you think I should move on from Batgirl? Just asking.
I'm not moving on for Batgirl.
I just want to know because I know Donovan.
I'm not attacking him. Not everything is an attack. I'm criticizing him. I'm saying he's wrong. That nothing happened to him. And I, for one, will not move on.
She's just paralyzed, bro. She's not dead.
Listen, even though I am not retweeting Restore Anything because I don't think it's worth my effort. Okay, I don't think it's going to happen. It's not impossible. In my heart, I am never letting go. In my heart, I am never letting go, and I always want to see that, even though I don't think we'll ever get it. I don't think we'll ever get it. Maybe animated or comic or something. I don't think we're ever going to get it, and that's how important it is to me. Imagine your favorite movie of all time, one of your favorite movies of all time, and then there's like a big cliffhanger, and then you never get the conclusion. You know?
Yeah. You meant to tell me after? I'd be pissed off if after Dawn of the Dead there was announced there was a Day of the Dead and then it wasn't released. Holy shit! Holy shit! If that happened,
I guess like imagine it to like.
But to answer Donovan, if you don't move on from a movie you aren't going to ever see, you are cynical and pathetic. Well, technically, I'm in the industry, so I could like maybe see a cut.
Listen,
you know,
I'm not gonna
possibly get in there.
I'm not gonna ask for it, Donovan, but it's never leaving my heart. It's that I always want to see it. And if it ever, I would pay.
He wants to see. Batman
how much
Jr.
You know how much I want that movie? I would go in the debt for that movie. If there's a cut that exists, it was $10,000. I would make it happen.
See Batman.
I want to see it that bad. That's how about it. People will just think I'm saying that. I would love to see the conclusion because I love the Justice League too. You know. Dark Side. I want to see Dark Side.
You're not going to see Dark Side.
All right. So that was the first part. I'll play the beginning for you just so you could hear it. I will give him credit that he was on fire this week, though. Man, he was leaving hot takes.
A lot of people are talking about him. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Next up, all rights. Hey, John. Superman is my most anticipated film for DC in years, and I have a question. We know the Snyder fandom have not been kind to the film, even though they haven't seen it yet. And DC Studios, do you think they have every right to stay bitter on WB due to what happened to Zack Snyder? Nothing happened to Zack Snyder. Nobody has a right to be mad about anything. It has.
Oh my God, this is sending. I bet this is sending a certain center up.
Yes. Man. This is. Oh boy, I don't know what he said about Rob Liefeld either. I'm not even going to play that now. I have to play. Hey, Anthony, how's it going?
Oh, I saw your dude. You have an awesome rapport with that Jeff Healy guy. I love you two together, man. I really do.
You mean not
Jeff Healy? What's that guy's name?
David
The God of War
Jaffe?
guy.
Now
Yeah.
that you're on camera, you should go on his stream. He loves people popping in. Talk
Yeah,
about
well-
some rare video games, horror.
No,
video games.
I love the relationship you guys are having.
Yeah.
You guys have awesome
But
conversations.
I want you to go.
No,
on
you
there.
need to keep that. You need to save that. That's a max. That's a max
No,
moment.
he invites lots of people on. I'm
Okay,
just
that's
one of
fine.
the few.
No, you're good. You're good. You guys are good together. I like it.
Well,
like your
he
stuff.
said he's going to be on for an interview. Have you met? He said, sure.
Good,
Okay.
good.
All right. Let me see here. Oh, I got to find it, and then we'll start talking about the good news of the week. But
Let me hear the Batgirl shit.
that is how much Campea triggered me with his hot takes this week.
Well, let me
I was
hear
like,
the Batgirl.
oh my god, I got to find it. I retweeted you.
Oh,
How are you doing, Anthony, Senior Nerd, and